Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my top favorite foundations. So many of you guys always ask me what's my favorite foundation. You know I love skin, and so I decided why not do a YouTube video on it. So if you want to find out my top favorite foundations at the moment that I use, keep on watching. Now for anyone that's maybe new to my channel, I just want to say that I am Danny De Freitas. Hey everyone, and my page is basically all things beauty, and I kind of throw in there Instagram hacks. It's my brand new series of like tips to help grow your Instagram, and kind of like a mix of beauty things, geeky things, vlogs, just the whole spiel shebang. So if that's the kind of thing that you like, then make sure you click that subscribe button. Alright, anyway, enough of all of that stuff guys, let's go straight in there with the foundations. Now, I have to say that over the years, I've always been looking for the ultimate, like the one, do you know what I mean? Like the one foundation. And personally, I feel like it's so hard. There's so many foundations out there, and even some brands like MAC, for example, have got so many foundations, so it's quite hard sometimes to kind of find the right one. I have definitely been always on the hunt for the ultimate foundation, and I'm so lucky that I do get to try out so many. So I'm going to show you like my top favorites, and this is me just being super critical and just saying what I love, okay? This is not to say that any of the foundations that I don't mention I don't like, or that might not be right for you, but these are just the ones that I keep on going back to again and again and again. We're gonna start off with the one and only, the Huda Beauty foundation. So to tell you a little bit about this one, basically I love the fact that it's all plastic components, so it's really nice and light. It comes with a pump as well and a lid. You don't need to buy anything extra, which I love. I'm sorry, I do not like foundations where I have to buy a pump separately. You're trying to scam me. So this, fantastic, I love it. Okay, so with this foundation, I would say this is a full coverage foundation. I absolutely love using it with a beauty blender, and yeah, it's good. It has got a fragrance. So I'm a bit like, no, because I'm not a huge fan of fragrance in my foundation, but I have to say, if you're looking for like that full coverage, like snatch kind of look, then this one is definitely really good. Sometimes what I do as well is I mix this in with something that's a little bit more liquidy, so that it's a little bit easier to blend out. With the Huda Beauty foundation as well, it does come with that brush, but I always use a beauty blender for my foundation, so I'm just used to that. So maybe with the brush it might be a little bit easier to use this one. I am in the shade Dolce de Leche, and I would say, because it's a full coverage, just make sure that definitely get color matched. You guys know I love Huda Beauty so much, but yeah, just make sure you get color matched, because you always want to make sure that it's the same color as your neck. If it's too light or too dark, you will see it. All right, next up, it's got to be Fenty Beauty. Hello, can we take a minute please? Can we take a minute? So I have to say, what is this? There is a piece of fluff on my foundation. So I have to say that I'm just blown away with Fenty. I feel like they've come out of nowhere, they've grown so fast, and to bring out and to start off with a foundation is a huge thing. And I know that one of the claims was that there was 40 shades, which was all about diversity and, you know, just having a foundation for everyone. There are other brands out there which already did have 40 shades, but I just think that marketing wise, like Fenty did this so well, and I love it. It definitely does look good, it feels good, it's very cool. Again, it comes with the pump, you see it's been loved. This one I would say is also a full coverage. It says that you should shake it, maybe that's where I've been going wrong. I feel as though this one is definitely a lot more matte, okay? So I'm very oily, and this is another thing that we need to think about. So your skin might be different to mine, but personally, even though I'm really oily, I don't really like a super matte foundation. I don't know, it just makes my skin look a bit like flat. So I like a little bit of, I mean, you can see already guys, like a little bit of glow, do you understand? So again, when I'm using this, sometimes I mix it in with something that's a little bit more emollient and rich, which basically means it's a bit more like it lubricates on the skin, so it kind of moves around easier. Do I love this foundation? Yes, I use it, but definitely I feel like when I use it for a few days, love it, and then after a while I see a little bit of texture, and I think that maybe that's got something to do with the matte element to it. So again, I tend to mix this in with something else, but really good foundation, absolutely love it. And if you guys have used this, actually let me know what you think, because is it just me, or is it that after a few days I see more texture, or is that just in my head? Let me know what you think, and if that happens to you guys, because I know me and my friends were talking about this and we're like, yeah, that happens to us too. So yeah, just let me know what you think, okay? Foundation number 3 is the YSL All All Hours foundation, and you know I've left my balcony door open because it's really hot today in London, so in case you hear birds, you know why. YSL, I don't even know what else to say about this. You guys know I'm always raving about this foundation. So this, I thought I took the lid off, I was like, ow! So literally, again, I love the fact that it has the lid and it has a pump. This one, I have to say, is probably one of my all-time favorites. I just love this foundation all the time. And when you guys ask me what's my favorite foundation, I tend to say this one. And this foundation is such an underdog, like no one even knows about it. Coloring wise, it's a little bit off sometimes. So again, it has got good coverage. So just make sure you're getting a shades test or a match test. Like just try it out on your neck. Do you know what I mean? Just so you know if it's the right color for you. It's really important that you get the right color, guys. And I love it. Its blendability is amazing. And I'll never ever forget, I did this shoot and the photographer was like, whoa, Danny, what foundation are you wearing? Your skin is amazing. It looks amazing on camera. And I think that's one thing that I always look for. I want a foundation that photographs really well. And this is it. So well done, YSL, for such a beautiful foundation. It's not a very overly hyped one. Not a lot of people know about it, but you guys know I love this so much. It's so good. It's so good. You need to try it. All right, guys. So we're running up. Okay, so I would say that if that was number 3, so we're working up to like my top 1, like the number 1. Okay, so YSL All Hours was number 3 in line. So this wins 3rd prize. In 2nd place, to my top favorite, it's going to be NARS. Oh yes, I'm a huge fan of NARS. They're all about skin. I would say they're very luxe, high-end. Every single product that I've tried from their range, I've been like, wow. Formulation wise is on point, guys. Now I was a little bit late to this foundation. I discovered it a little bit later than everyone else, and when I first tried it, I think there was a few foundation launches at the time and I was just like, didn't really get to try it, but I absolutely love this foundation so much. This one I would say is full coverage, maybe a little bit like medium to full, and has a lot of luminosity to it. It's really nice for those people who want a little bit more of a satin or dewy kind of finish to the skin. This is one that I tend to use quite a lot, and I mix this again with something else if I want a little bit more coverage. I don't know how to fault this. So yeah, the applicator is, again, you know this, you know my favorite, if it's got a lid and a pump. And this is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. It's a little bit of a mouthful. I always forget the order of those words. Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Again, I use this with a beauty blender. I just love it. I mean, I don't want to say I just love it because that doesn't really explain why I love it, but I just love the sheer luminosity of it and how it just makes my skin glow. So well done, NARS. Also, I just have to say, a little bit goes a long way because I've been using this a lot and it's there. How is this foundation still there when I use this all the time? It's kind of like my current day one, but yeah, you're doing good. You are doing good. Right, everyone, drum roll, please. Who's ready for the number 1 foundation? It is ready. Are you ready? Drum roll? Yeah? Okay, let's do it. So, number 1 at the moment, my top foundation is... Oh yes, it is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. It is insane. I'm actually wearing it right now and this is just so good. So it is a medium to full foundation coverage. It also has the lid and pump, like the rest of them. I've got fluff everywhere for some reason. I'm using it in a shade Sand. And this one, again, I would say it gives you a very good even coverage. So at the moment, I have recently had a bit of a breakout and I tend to pick my face quite a lot. And that leaves me with pigmentation and scarring. So around here, there's like different areas of pigment at the moment. And I know it's my fault, guys. I'm a picker and it's just annoying. But what happens when I do that is I just need something that is going to cover everything really nicely and not look cakey, and for me this foundation does just that. So I absolutely love it. Again, I used it with a beauty blender. It is medium to full coverage. I would say the only thing is that it does oxidize a little bit, and I do still go quite shiny throughout the day. So what I need to do is I always powder a little bit more with this, and I just make sure that my setting spray is a matte one instead of like a dewy one, so I don't want to add any more luminosity. But that's just because I know this foundation does that. So yeah, this is currently my number one. I'm wearing it right now. I have to say I'm loving it. So a huge shout out to Too Faced, and yeah, Born This Way is just amazing. I know they also have a Born This Way concealer, but I haven't tried that yet. So let me know, guys, is that good? Should I get that? Is it worth getting? I love a concealer. So yeah, maybe I'll try that out next. Alright everyone, so those are my top 5 rated foundations for you guys. I know you've really wanted to know what my top foundations are, so hopefully this will help you. So I will say that all of them in general are going to be more of a medium to full coverage based foundation that's really good for combination to oily skin. They still are great for dry skin, but just remember that your foundation is just one element of your makeup routine, so you can add a bit more moisturizer or mattifying primer or all of those different components to kind of like adjust your foundation. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and until next time, I will see you soon. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and yeah, let me know if you've tried any of these foundations. Let me know if you love any of them. Let me know if you hate them. I just want the truth, guys, so give me the real tea. And until then, I'll see you soon. Bye.